Hello, great people. Welcome again. We have this question: p to the power of log p base 5 equal to 25. What is the value of p here? This is a simple one, right? So we take our solution. So in solving this, the first thing we're going to do here is this. We just have to look at the base of the log we have here is to base 5. And so we want to log both sides of the equation. So taking the log of both sides of the equation, we must consider the base of the existing log, which is 5. So we're going to take log to base 5, not to base 10. And so this is going to give us our log base 5 of our expression p to the power of log our p base 5 is equal to the log of our 25 base 5. Right. So with this, the whole of this is a power, right? Good. So we remember the law of logarithm, which says that if you have your log, your x to the power of, let's say, k, okay, move this to this side. So this is going to give us our k times log our x, right? Mind you, we have here to be base 10, natural base. Okay, so we want to move the whole of these to this side of the equation. So this is going to give us our log our p, right, base 5 times, but let's put it in bracket there. Here we also have log p base 5. What a coincidence. This is equals to, now look at our 25. 25 is a perfect square, so it can be written as 5 to the power of 2, because here we also have base 5. So the beauty of it is that we can write this as our log, our 5 to the power of 2, the base 5. We apply the same law, which we did, this very law, we apply it to this. So move these two back here. So this is going to give us our 2 times log 5 base 5. So we're having log 5 base itself. And there is a law to that effect. It says that when you have your log, your a base a, this is equal to 1, provided that your a is not equal to 0. And so we move, the whole of this will give us 1. So 2 times 1 will give us 2. So now what we have inside this bracket, they are the same. So we can rewrite this as our log, our p is 5, all raised to the power of 2. This is equal to 2. Wow. So what do we do here? We just have to take the square root of both sides to eliminate this. So let's take the square root of both sides of this expression. So this is going to give us the square root of our log p, right? Log p base 5, all raised to the power of 2 is equal to the square root of r2. Okay. And at this point, what we do, we include our plus minus. Although some persons are of the opinion that when you take the square root of an expression, you don't need to introduce the plus minus to the other side of it. All right, but here, let's see, go on with this. So this is our square root. This will leave. So we're going to have our log p base 5 is equal to, we're going to have two case scenario. The first one is going to give us the positive one, which is root 2, and the second one is going to give us our negative root 2. Okay, so this is first and this is second. Now, but if you check our second, we cannot have this expression. This does not exist because this is logarithm. And so we're going to discard this. So this is rejected. So if this is rejected, we take this very one. So taking the first one, which is this accepted one, we're going to have our log, our p base 5. All right, so this base 5, please. Our p base 5 will be equal to the square root of our 2. So how do we get our p here? We can use two methods. We can strike the relationship between indices and a logarithm. We can convert this to index form, right? Good. And at the same time, we can use some simple rules of logarithm, okay? So let's use the simple rules of logarithm. This is times 1, which is the same thing as our root 2. So what is our 1? We said the log of any number base itself is 1. So we have to introduce log 5 base 5 in this place here. So doing that, this is going to give us our log p base 5 is equals to the square root of 2 times log 5 base 5. Move this back again, so this is going to give us our log p base 5 is equal to the log of our 5 to the power of root 2, the base 5. Okay, so let's just conclude this here. The final answer. Yeah. So what happened? This, we go with this. So we're now left with p. So we have our p is equal to 5 to the power of root 2. So this is the value of p that satisfies this challenge. So if you put p in this place, you'll discover that it will satisfy the equation. I've done that already, so you can check that on your own. So this brings us to the end of this math class. See you in our next class. We love you. Bye for now.